Hello, this is Jamie from Inky and Scrappy. Hopping on live today. It's been busy, so I haven't had a chance to edit, voiceover, do all of those things that I try to get done in a semi-timely manner. I don't think anyone is going to hop on today. I am just going to try to put a card together with some images I already have colored. This was supposed to be a fall card. I wanted to get it done a couple of weeks ago, and well, we all know how well those things go. So if you're popping on, say hi. I'm, gonna be my Hot Mess Express live today. It's just easier to be a hot mess live than it is to be a hot mess on my own. It's all good. I have no clue where I'm going with this one, so we'll see what happens. I haven't decided if I should do it landscape or the other, and I think this one is, I think it's big enough that I can go either or. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could do a 5 order. We'll go this way. I think we're gonna go landscape. I have all of my images colored. Well, I have lots of images. Can I say this one's actually been colored for all of like 3 years, because I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I wanted to do a wagon with the pumpkin on it. So instead of using the Hey There, Hay Rides normal wagon, so this is the one that comes with the Hay Rides wagon, and the little wagon from the Happy Harvest is the same size. It's just a little bit different look. And so I wanted to pull that one in today to go with my tractor, and we'll make it work. We just have to do a little bit of cutting and it should work out well. So to start, I am going to ink blend for my sky. I think I'm just going to ink blend some clouds. I might end up doing a two-tone. I've been really in love with the two-tone clouds. If you follow me on Instagram at Inky&Scrappy, I post sunrise pictures quite frequently. I love the sunrise. I'm forced to be up and awake at sunrise, and so if I can at least see a good one or pop out of the barn to see a good one for a little bit, I will post those for you. But they've been gorgeous here in central Minnesota lately. Lots of purples and blues and pinks, a little bit of oranges, and it always amazes me the color gradations that Mother Nature puts out there for us without even trying. Like, I don't understand how it goes from orange to blue without having like a funky brownish green in between there. I don't know. It's pretty though. So those are up on my Instagram. I have quite a few up there lately because we've had quite a few wonderful sunrises. I love this time of year for that reason, because I get to see some beautiful sunrises just because it's late enough in the morning that we're almost done milking, and I'm usually feeding cats at that time. So then I get to catch it. Otherwise, I'm stuck inside and I don't get to see it. It happens. So my panel is bigger than I need it to be. I will cut it down when I get that far. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going with this one, so it's going to be what it's going to be. So this, I like to go over on my size. It just kind of helps to pick out the parts that maybe didn't turn out like you wanted them to. So you can kind of cut them out, go back and forth. I like the look of this in the clouds. Clouds aren't perfect. The sky is not symmetrical. It's not going to be always just one way or the other. And so I think we need to remember that when we create that. Nature's not, I guess, perfect per se. So why do we put that on ourselves to be perfect? I'm kind of going heavy-handed towards the stencil because I want to come in with a second tone and kind of bring in some other colors in there. I'm gonna try to go with an orange, I think. I could maybe go with a creamier orange. What's a lighter, I could do antique linen. That would probably go in there pretty good. I'm not loving this. It looks messy to me. is what it is, right? This is what I just got done saying. Quit overthinking all the things. And here I am, overthinking. Do what I say, not what I do. Overthinking all the things. So did you have a good Thanksgiving? Pop a comment below if you were watching the replay. What was your favorite dish? That was funky. I ended up, don't worry, this is probably all going to get cut off. I ended up making some I've made them before, smashed sweet potatoes with, like, you boil them and then you smash them with a fork on a pan, and then you go in with, what is it? It's melted butter and crushed garlic, and you brush that over the top of them, and then you put a little bit of Parmesan, sprinkle them with Parmesan cheese, and I use white pepper because I can't do black pepper, and a little bit of salt. Oh, well, it really didn't need salt. I was trying to go light on the salt, but they were, and then you put them in the oven until they get nice and, ooh, that's going to be way too dark. Okay. And then they get nice and crispy and just absolutely delicious. My kids ate them, and they don't usually like sweet potatoes, so I called that a win. Let's see here. I'm going to go this way. I think that's all right. That's a little heavy up. We'll make it work. I wanted to keep my tones similar to what I already have colored for my card. I don't want to add in too many colors. Sometimes I do that. You know what always fixes all of the things? A little bit of water. I'm going to let that sit on there for just a little bit, basically because I have to find my towel to kind of pick up just a little bit. But a lot of times, blending with that little bit of water, it kind of helps even it out. I thought about going with some mica flecks and specks on it, but because we're live and it would have to dry, I don't know if I want to wait that long. So we're going to come in and I'm going to kind of frame this down. So 5.5 is going to be my max width, I would say. Do I want a border? Probably not going to do a border on this one, so I'm going to cut it to 5.5. I like that side a little bit better. Well, let's go here, and then I can always turn it back. So I'm going to just make my life easier. I'm just going to use the cutter on this one. I want to pull. So 4.25 is there. I'm not too worried because most of that's going to get covered up with hillsides anyways. I'll go 4.25. I kind of want to bring in some yellow here. Let's see if that kind of, there we go. I think the sky looks a little bit more cohesive that way. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I just do what I think looks better. I don't know. It is what it is. Okay. So here we have my background clouds panels. If you do your clouds this way, they tend to look like sad clouds. Just saying. Sad clouds, happy clouds. I brought in some dark, I think this is chocolate cardstock from Close to My Heart. I've already cut some hillsides in it. I'm going to wing it. I don't want, because I didn't cut my background with the stitched, I want it to kind of look the same. And so I'm not going to cut my other piece. Well, let's go. I don't know where I'm cutting this one. So let's bring back in my panel here and see where we go with our lines here. So this one, I'm thinking maybe, because I have a lot of images and I wanted to kind of put my tractor further back. Let's see. I haven't decided on my hills either. So if I do my tractor further back, tractor and wagon, he can go there, and then we can bring in the pile of leaves. I probably don't have enough real estate to do what I want to do. It happens. That one's not going to fit. I don't know if I'm going to get my leaves on there today. We'd always do a second one with leaves. But I need some critters for my tractor. Any ideas? I'm open to ideas. Suggestions today. So we have company up for the weekend. And next week I have a few videos to edit, voiceover, and hopefully get uploaded for next week, and we will see. I have no clue. Sometimes life throws me some curveballs. It goes perfectly with my cream colored pumpkins. I use my Oohoo bullet nib markers for these. I don't have my color palette for these anymore. Similar colors can be found on my blog on the sidebar with the Oohoo color combos if you are interested. I actually just did the Oohoo bullet nib color 60 pack today because I've added them to my collection for my for my classes that I do live in person, and I needed some more options for students to use. Well, just so we have options, we don't have to share 2 markers. And so I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of color combos I could get from the 60 pack. I did also buy I think it is the browns in the same Oohoo line. I think it's the Oahu line, so it's the fine nib ones. I was pleasantly surprised with the colors in the 60 pack, and then of course I did add in the other pack, I think it's the skin tones, to help get the rest of the skin tone, some more brown tones for animals and such. Because I like using lawn fawn images, I tend to use a lot of skin tones, and so therefore that pack really seemed to help. I think I'm going to end up raising it up because it's just going to be too low otherwise. This one can probably get cut here. I'm going to have to add some ink blending to kind of get my front hill and my back hill to kind of behave, if you know what I mean. Let's cut that one down. Oops. So we'll go here. Well, I might be able to lower that one a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to glue this together and hope for the best. So has anyone hit Black Friday sales today? I've been trying to behave. I ordered myself some barn boots that I would have ordered anyways, but they were on sale, so my mailman was not impressed with the option of Black Friday. I already apologized. I said, I'm sorry. I love the glue bottle, except for when it gets clogged and I need it to work. Then when I want it to work, it doesn't want to work. I think we're going here with it. I need an image, a little critter for my tractor. I think we're going to put him in my tractor. So we'll pop the little mouse in and behind here. Alrighty. And then we'll pop him. I want to do, I think I want to go, if I go with yellow, it should, do I do yellow on this one or yellow on this one? Let's do it on the front one and see if it gives me enough of a lighter tone to kind of break it up from the one that's behind it. I don't want it to be a stark contrast, but I want it to be, oh, well, okay, we're going stark contrast. I want it to be a light enough hill tone, kind of like the sun's hitting it. Maybe it's sun evening, and I'm going to have to do the whole thing because it won't go well. See, it happens. I need a block to hold it with. I'm going to fingerprints everywhere. So I'm blending on, this is old, close to my heart cardstock. So I think I quit them about 10 years ago. So this is probably about 10 years. I want to say that their new stuff is probably the same. It's printed on cardstock. It kind of has, I would say it kind of blends like, this should dry back fairly decent. It has like a, I don't want to say a vellum finish to it because I don't know if it does. Hi, Lori. No Black Fridays for you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't need anything. So that was my thing. I was like, I really don't need anything. And my husband whines when the UPS man shows up all the time. I don't blame him. Of course, when it's for him, then, you know, that's a different story. He doesn't really order anything online. He tells me to order it online, and then he gets to at me when the UPS man shows up. I'm kidding. He's pretty mellow about it all. But, yeah. I did pick up 2 stamp sets from Lawn Fawn because I wanted the free one, but I really wanted, I've been eyeing up the old Build a Snowflake one from Lawn Fawn because I just think I like the broom. I think Shari did one for Halloween with the broom on it, and so I've been wanting that set since then. I wanted it before, but when she showed that one with the broom, I think it was like the broom, and then she had images from, I want to say it was Wickedly Perfect on it. And so that one went into my cart today. But I've been waiting because I knew that they were going to be, you know, I knew that they were going to do their Black Friday sale. I don't plan on doing Giving Tuesday this year. Last year I got way too many duplicates of what I already have, and so I just decided it's probably not worth it. So to spend that money on stuff that maybe I don't have would be better. I don't know. Did I do, I was going to say my tractor did not stay where it was supposed to. Being good is so hard. Isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I just bought some new class product, so there's that. So I can't say that I haven't bought anything lately. I did buy that, but my class fees for the last 2 months took care of my new class product. I really don't make anything when I do classes because I end up making sure I provide everything, so then I make sure I have the markers and the other stuff. But it gives me, you know, the opportunity to increase my craft, I should say my class supply stash. There were some really good, well, Ohuhu Markers had some really good Black Friday sales like 2 weeks ago already. And so I picked up my stuff from them 2 weeks ago for like, it was stupid cheap. Should I say stupid cheap? It was, I want to say it was like, my sister-in-law was watching me do color combo stick. Let me pull out, I brought it in here, I think. It's somewhere. I just had it. Oh, I know where it is. I was color swatching because she couldn't believe that the color swatches were so different from the marker caps. So this was the Ohuhu 60 in the bullet nib set. And so I wanted to swatch it out, figure out my color combos for when I do class cards for class, so I know what I can use in that respect, and then go from there. Oh, if I do the little mice, they're going to be, do I have some more grassy pieces? They're going to look silly, aren't they? Because I did brown on the rest. Well, you know what happens when we change our mind, right? Oh, that's what they make. second layer's for. I want to use the little mice, and they're already in green grass, so I think I'm going to have to go with some green there. Let me find a piece of green cardstock. I told you, I said it was going to be a hot mess express, and it is today. Is that a yellowy green? Let's see here. I just want green. Not finding it. Let's see. This one might work. I think we'll go with that one. See, that green matches better. I like it. I like that better than the brown. I think it would have, yeah. Right? Yeah, it was just, I didn't like the brown with them. Colored, I couldn't make them in brown grass. That'd have been goofy. And I suppose I have to kind of, sort of, we'll just use this as my stencil today. We'll free cut. I don't free cut very often. Craft Roulette is tonight. Do you craft roulette, Lori? I kind of have been liking it just because it gives me the opportunity to use some of my old stuff. I don't always feel like I have to create with new. It's kind of one of those YouTube, I don't know, like bad things, because everyone wants to see the new product used and not always the old product. And I like using my old product. I bought it because I liked it. So then I like to use it. They went and hid underneath. I like it. Let's see. I would say I should cut it a little bit, but I have to cover up my my whoopsies. Yes, I like it. I'm excited. I don't know if I'll be able to watch tonight. I have the relatives visiting, so I might not get to my card this week. I mean, there's always the, I guess, be a patron and submit it later this week. But this coming week is looking busy. It's not looking good for the Jaime crafty time, which is sad. I like Jaime crafty time. I think I'm going to actually pull them here. I have, let's see, let's close up our ink. Good Lord, child, you're a hot mess. Okay, let's pull in. I colored these ones to go with mine there. Let's see, I got a bunch. My original idea was not this one. I like to, I like to use what I have. I watch what YouTube do and try to figure out how to use it with. Yeah. I love stuff that I love mixing and matching companies and sets, and I told Kate from Kate's Craft, because I had kind of tried to get on a couple of design teams just because, you know, it helps with whatever. And I was like, you know, I just don't think, I'm not clean enough. I'm more of a Dina Wakely, like hot mess express on my desk. And so it always tends to overflow into my desk or into my picture. And so that's part of it. But the other thing is I don't stick with one company very often. I mean, Lawn Fawn's probably the exception to the rule for the most part. But I just like to create, and I don't like to put myself in a box. I don't like to have to limit my options when it comes to, these ones aren't from the same set. I'm pretty sure these ones are from my bat that I made the other day. They'll work. Maybe. We'll see. I'll put those off to the side and I'll just maybe use them. I'm thinking we got lots of pumpkins. But yes, I like to just create and just do whatever. Sometimes you can't find what you want in a specific company brand. Probably do sentiment up on top. I have gates done. I'm just trying to fill it in because it looks like it needs something. I don't know what it needs. I I don't like that one. It matches with my dirt. My dirt too much. That one's probably the right way to go. Pumpkin patch. Here we come. Let's see. He's way too big, but I could put him up here. He could be the Papa Mouse, and these could be the baby mice. I'm going to have to find a story. Are they eating cheese today? Probably not eating cheese today. Another fence. Well, that one's kind of funky. See, I saved all of my half pieces. I colored it. I might as well. I could bring in, I don't think the yellow is going to go on that one. I think that's kind of it for my options, unless I bring in those. I don't think so. Okay. I wish I could say I had my stand set out. I was supposed to pull it before I went live, and then I got distracted. 3 mice. They're here. I'm using them. I promise. I promise. Good luck. I can't even get my kids to, well, I shouldn't say that. My oldest one did make a card for his friend that's a girl when she graduated, because she made him a card when he graduated. So he made one for her, and she that it was his, like that, because I gave her one, and then she had stopped by with the thank yous, and I said, "Did you like the card that Jason made for you?" And she's like, "He made that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she didn't know that he made it, which was kind of cute, but he did a pretty good job. He knew what her favorite color was, and I'm trying to think, he had looked through my old card magazines and found the design that he wanted, and then he created a card for her. It was, it was sweet. Once in a while, boys can do sweet things. I think that one's going to have to get tucked in here. Maybe I put glue all the way on the top. Okay. Well, it could also go there, I guess. Let's see. I can put this one, but I'm going to have to cover it up with a pumpkin. Big pumpkin, little pumpkin, big pumpkin to the front. I need more orange pumpkins. So, yeah, I was impressed. She was impressed, which I guess was, the whole point of him actually making one. I have 2 boys as well. My oldest one is definitely the sweeter of the 2. My youngest one's pretty sweet too. They're pretty big teddy bears, to be honest. Shh, don't tell anyone I said that. They'd be mortified. Mom told people we were teddy bears. I kind of like them over there, but then I have all my pumpkins in a row. I was kind of thinking they could peek out from behind the pumpkin. And then I can pop him up. And then he looks like he's closer, right? I think that'll work. Okay, sometimes we just have to commit. Worst case scenario, I hate it, and I mail it out anyways. It's not the first time. Good deal. I think this one has to go up further though. Jaime Marie. Yeah, mine are like totally 2 opposites when it comes to many things. My oldest is super quiet. My youngest is definitely not very quiet. He tends to be a little bit more vocal. He's definitely more social. Most definitely more social. The oldest is quiet and reserved like his father. Although he does kind of have his mother's sense of humor and snarky humor. And the youngest one, well, yeah, he definitely has my snark and sense of humor. My husband's got a sense of humor too, but he was definitely quiet and shy when I met him. Not so much anymore. I shouldn't say that. He's quiet and shy when he doesn't know people. I think I like that. Doopy-doopy, doopy-doopy-doo. I think I want him jumping out. Let's see. I need... Of course, it's not going to fit. That would be too easy today. So we did a 5K yesterday. I have not been on top of my exercising game for the last, I don't know, 6 months. And my sister-in-law's like, if I'm coming, we're doing a 5K. Thanks, Pika. My legs hurt today. I did fine. I walked it. My oldest one, my youngest one ran. He was first. He might be just getting off of football season, so he's probably in a little better shape than the rest of us are currently. And isn't that funny how they tend to be like the opposite of each other? Yeah. Anyway, so the oldest one was kind of like in the middle of the pack, and then me and my friend invited her to come with walking, and so she knows my sister-in-law well too, and so she came with, and she trudged along with me. So it was cold. It was like 24 maybe when we started yesterday, and windy. I think the real feel was like 10 degrees. I was in snow pants. I said I'd rather sweat than freeze. And so by the end, I was warm. I really wasn't like over warm though until we got in the car. My husband was a dear and dropped us off at one point and then picked us up at the other point. We have a walking trail it goes from like, I don't know, it's many, many miles long. But there was one part, we had like 2 parts. One part, there's close to us, there's like 2, and it's about 3, a little over 3.25 miles long. So I did some little badges yesterday for everyone. So they said the gobbler wobbler, because I wasn't going to do turkey trot because I said I am not running. So we can't call it a turkey trot. So we had to call it the gobbler wobbler and wobbling for drinks because, of course, you know, I had to have a beverage afterwards. And then it's tradition. Well, it's the first time, so it's tradition now. Why didn't he run? My husband or my kid? My oldest one does not like running either. He probably could have run. My husband he decided he was the pickup. Yeah, you know. He was doing the pickup duty, but that way we could just walk straight from one end to the other. So he dropped stuff at one point and picked us up at the other point, which was nice because to me, I don't like walking and knowing I have to turn around and head back the way I came. Does that make sense? Like my head would be like, ugh, we're only halfway done. And I'd never actually walked the trail from the whole way. So I was like, to me, I didn't know when I was going to be. Yeah, my husband, yeah, because he didn't want to. He was being lazy, which is all right, I guess. We tried. He was like, no, I'm good. He's probably in better shape than I am. He farms, so he's always moving, running all the time. He runs circles around me every day. Yeah. So, of course, him being his smart butt self gets to the other end, snaps me a picture and says, I'm here waiting. Where are you? Honey, it's going to take me, it took me 51 minutes, I think, to do my 5K. Yeah, I walked it. My legs hurt today. They hurt badly today. They hurt beforehand. My hips are not great. And so I was like, well, we'll see if I make it. I made it. That was all that really mattered to me. I need to figure out a sentiment. I think it looks all right. I don't know. The chicken's too little. My chickens. Oh, we could have done that one. That one would be cute on there too. Do I add Farmer Mouse? I could add Farmer Mouse. What is Farmer Mouse going to be doing? Eating the cheese. He could be eating the cheese. He could be eating the cheese. No. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fit him in there. I need to find a sentiment. Do we have any comments for sentiments? Pick of the patch, I guess, would work. Hello, pumpkin. Happy fall, y'all. Let's see. Do I have my fall stamp sets? I mean, I could do Jump for Joy. I could do So Thankful. So Thankful might work. It's bigger. Happy. Well, Thanksgiving's, it's not really a Thanksgiving card. I think So Thankful, maybe. I don't know where that stamp set currently is. My desk needs a great cleaning. Let's see. Force Friends. Hey There, Hey Rides. I found it. And then there's Hey There, which would work too. I don't think the other ones will work. Okay, let's see. Hey there, you are the best. It's past your birthday. Past your bedtime. Oh, just kidding. Past my nap time. No nap today. Have a happy fall. I like the styling of the So Thankful or the Jump for Joy. So Thankful, maybe. So thankful for your kindness. I think we'll do that one. We'll go that route. Oh, I also needed to pull out the pumpkin sign, didn't I? So let's grab there's pumpkins. So hay rides, maybe. Pumpkins. Let's just do pumpkins this way. Pumpkins this way. I'm going to sneeze. I can feel it. It's coming on. All right. Pumpkins. One on each side. When I stamp on things that I want to make sure that it's going to stamp good, I do Onyx Black VersaFine. I just seem to get a better image right away. Of course, I tend to always dip my fingers in it as well, and then I smudge things. It's called how it rolls. Pumpkins on one side. Let's put that one away. Well, not away, but off my block. And we'll go this way. And that one will go there. So do you have any requests for Christmas card ideas, sets to use? I'm still working. I have a couple more with the Winter Birds stamp set that I have done, and I just need to edit and get them uploaded. So those will be coming yet. And then I'm trying to think what, I haven't decided what stamp set I want to use Christmas card wise. I do have, of course, the puppies for Christmas. I don't know which one I want to use. I I've been trying to not buy multiple brands. Does that make sense? Like keeping with just the Lawn Fawn stuff this year, because otherwise, I mean, I like, everyone makes beautiful things. They make beautiful, cute things. I can't afford to buy all of the beautiful things. And I don't have room for all the beautiful, cute things. So thankful. Let's see. That we're friends. Is that what we're doing? I think so. So this year I kind of buckled down and said I couldn't buy all the cute things. It just was one of those, you know, you have to decide at some point that it is what it is. So I've stuck with Lawn Fawn for the most part this year. I've bought in a couple of other things, but so the diorama set, yes. I do have, ooh, I made one. I have a new niece, so I had to get that done this last week too. I still have a few pictures to take, but my niece was born last weekend, and so I had to make her a card, and so I used the Tada diorama with the Magic Iris camera. I know somebody on Lawn Fawn did it. I didn't actually get to watch the video. I winged it from my end, but it turned out so adorable, and it wasn't too hard actually. I was kind of, aside from figuring out, you know, the gist of how I was going to get it together. But I've added the little bracket. So somebody on the Lawn Fawn Addicts group had talked about making a bracket. I don't know if I don't have the card that I made, but I have the other one somewhere. But you do a bracket on the front panel and the back panel, and that way it stays together and you don't have to worry about that front sliding back and forth. And it was super easy to actually do. And actually with this one, because I cut off a little bit of the top of the sliders, they worked really good for actually using for that piece. So you would just have to cut a second one of that and you could get it to work for, I should go brown almost on the top to go with my brown in here, shouldn't I? I do not have that one in that. I have River Rock. I have Mementos. Let's try Mementos. Nope, that's London Fog. There should be a ground espresso up here somewhere. Let's try, the other option would be, because I'm going on top of, I almost think that one would be better, huh? I could do ground espresso. Ground espresso? Probably. With archival. I don't use my archival much, but I know it's what I'm supposed to do. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it turned out so cute. I ended up using, so I had some stuff that was already colored and cut out from when I did my card class with, I think I used the elephants for it last spring. And so I had some of the images already cut out. And so to save a little bit of time for me, and then I only put one elephant in there. I think it was the smaller set, the like add-on elephant set. I did it in the live with Kate, but I will post that one probably this week. Let me go, give me 5 seconds and I can find the one that I did with the Halloween one. Oh, well, I don't even have to do the whole thing. So here, what I'm saying is, so you have your back piece and your front piece. But you know how when you do this piece and it doesn't, whoops, so this one goes here. So this one will, when you have your bracket on here, it slides around. Like this piece will slide off and you know, it ends up being over here or it comes off the end. And so all you have to do for your bracket piece, so say I have my bracket on here. So my bracket here. You put your bracketed piece. This isn't folded, so it's gonna be funky. Okay. So when this one goes on here, so this one's here. So you put a bracket here. So you glue here, and then you kind of, because this width, so you want like a piece that's like this. So like this, but then it's just going to run over the top. I put a fold in the middle. So it's got like an extra little bend in it. So it'll fold flat. Let me go and find, it's somewhere. It's one of those, I have it somewhere because I didn't actually get around to getting it out. Here we go. All right, so maybe this will help. Let's try this one, Lori. So my bracket piece, like here. So it pops up and open, and these brackets, they don't even have to be small. Like, it's going to be hard to see because my camera is so low. But it's just, you glue it onto the bracket here. So you see the bracket piece here, this white piece. So you glue it onto this piece. You could even cut, that's what I did. I ended up cutting extra one of this just to use, because I knew it was going to fit. So then for the one I did with the camera, I just cut that piece and then I just measured. But you could just measure, you really just need to measure this piece here, because it doesn't have to be this extra. This one is extra. This is the first one I did. I did it on a live. I didn't like pre-plan it. I didn't do it well, but it works because it just holds on that front piece to that back piece, and then you don't have that slide. That I think has been probably, that was the biggest issue I had with the Ta-Da diorama, was that front piece sliding around. And so that definitely, it just holds it on there. And yeah, it doesn't have to be huge here. It doesn't have to be, but try to do it to match your side piece here, and it will blend in a lot better, if that makes sense. It just, I don't know, it worked. And it didn't take me too long to do it when I did the baby card. I will get that one edited probably Monday. I'm hoping I can get that one edited on Monday, if not tomorrow. Yes, I'm glad you understand, because yeah, but it was one of those, like, somebody had explained that they'd added, and I'm like, oh, that makes total sense. I had thought about it, but I hadn't thought about it that hard. And when they said what they did, I was like, oh, yeah, that's like, you know, I could do that one down there. I was like, that's a simple enough fix to get it to stay where you want it to be. Do I want it offset or right over under the bottom? Anyways, back to what I was working on. But yeah, so it's a fairly simple fix to get that front piece to stand. Because I know Kate from Kate's Craft was struggling with that part too. And a lot of people have been. And yeah, it's frustrating when that piece goes. I mean, for us, we know what it's supposed to do. But if I send it to somebody that doesn't know what it's supposed to do, I worry about them not going like, what in the world? She sent me this funky thing that's falling apart. Granted, my family tends to get lots of interactive cards, so, oh, it's going to be off, isn't it? Shoot. Well, I guess I'm committed. It's a little off center. That's what I get for doing a live. I could definitely just put a little banner under there if I don't like it, but we'll call it good. I think we're good with that card front. The little mice sneaking up behind those pumpkins. This one popping out from behind those. I like it. It's cute. But yeah, I'm open for ideas. So drop ideas below of stamp sets you would like to see used. Kate and I are planning on doing a Christmas live joint show closer to Christmas. We haven't decided on a stamp set yet, so I would love to hear your ideas for stamp sets for that. We're not going to make the same card, but we're going to make cards with the same set, is kind of, as long as we both have it, is kind of the plan for that one, which it should be a fun, you know. Kate and I are always up to no good when we chat. We have to behave ourselves when we're on live chat. We have a good time. Yes. And thank you, Lori. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and enjoy Craft Roulette tonight live. I probably won't. I don't know if I'll catch the live or not. I will see. They'll probably look at me funny. Where I was hoping to play Carbles tonight. We haven't played Carbles yet, so it's family tradition to play Carbles when family's up. So I'm hoping to get a game of Carbles in tonight. So if I have to miss craft roulette this week because I'm spending time with family, it'll be well worth it to spend time with family. So other than that, anyone have must-have new Christmas things? I don't know if I need anything for Christmas. I know what I'm getting because, you know, that's how we work. Being married this long, he's not great at present shopping, so it's usually I get to pick what I want. It works for me, and I always get something I love. So, let's see. Anything else? I think that's about it. Hopefully you're not stuck with half a turkey, or in my case, 3/4 of a turkey. Tonight we are having what are we having tonight? Tonight we are having turkey. It's like turkey with cheese, and we used to do it with cream of chicken soup, but I can't do the cream of chicken soup anymore because of wheat, and I can't do cream of mushroom from, is it Progresso I used to be able to do, but I can't do corn anymore either. So I'm making something from scratch, but it's kind of cheesy, whatever, but then you make sandwiches with it. So it's that'll be good. My sister suggested chicken tetrazzini this week, and I was like, ooh, I haven't had chicken tetrazzini since I worked in the kitchen at the group home. That sounded delicious. So I'll probably have to pull out that recipe. I'm working on my turkey bone broth as we speak. I need to go and drain that. And then tomorrow I will make smoked turkey soup because we had smoked turkey this year. And I think the rest of the leftovers should go tonight or tomorrow. I'm fine with leftover dressing because I like dressing, and I'll eat it all. And we have half a cheesecake left, so not too bad. And I made praline. Well, it's not praline, so it's pecan pie cookies because I didn't want to make a whole pie, so I did cookies instead. Probably would have been easier to make a whole pie. So anyways, I will see you guys probably Monday. I will have another video up for, I won't want to say for sure. I have it recorded as long as I can get it to upload. I've been having issues with my editing software, and my internet is not great lately. So if it's not up Monday morning, it will be up later Monday. I am planning on going to the coffee shop to use their internet and drink their coffee. And let's see. I'm hoping for at least 2 next week, and then I will be back the following week, at least with a live again, because I can give you a sneak peek. Let me see. I have it all cut. So I am going to be doing, oh yeah, I'm happy about that. I'd be happy about the apple pie too. Lasagna. We actually used to make lasagna for Thanksgiving dinner because my husband does not like turkey, but now that I can brine it and smoke it and make it taste less like turkey, he's fine with it. So I'm doing these. These are card class cards. Now, let's see. This one, I don't have this one put together yet because I had to go and dig out my wooden ornaments, but we're doing a wooden ornament as well. So there'll be a circle down below, and then he's going to stand there, and then he'll have some type of sentiment back there. But that will be my live probably next week. I have card class on Thursday night live in my house, so I'll probably do it Friday if everything goes well. I will be here on Friday live. I will probably set that one up next week for it, so you'll know when I'm going to be going live next week. But that's kind of what I'm doing for my card class. So that's what my next live will be. I will probably put them all together all in one shot because they're pretty, aside from the coloring, they'll be pretty easy to put together. I'll probably stick with one color, but I will have new color combos on how I color my bears. So that's one of those things that I need to work on. Usually for card class, I do the whole 1-step, 2-step. Most of the ones that come to card class actually just do one color, which is totally fine. They don't need to make it look like that. And they always turn out gorgeous. So it's all good. But I hope you have a good night and a great weekend. Enjoy family, fair up, and all of the good things. So bye.